Hi everyone, I hope you're well and everybody is having a really good week. I thought that I would kick off today by basically going through what I think people should be taking to babysitter bookings, especially in relation to if you're wanting to do arts and crafts with the children. And it's always good to have some things in your babysitter bag because we are not always certain if parents have got an art and crafts drawer or a cupboard, and also you're not too sure what's in there. And I'm a firm believer that every single booking should have some part of it being arts and crafts, just to stimulate the kids a little bit more. So I thought what I'd do is I'd show you what should be in a bag before you go to a booking. So generally you're going to need a relatively big bag to take to your booking, especially if you've got some of your notes in from uni or some work things that you want to do or something for you to eat later on in the evening. But also I tend to have quite a few art and crafts bits and bobs. So the first thing is that there is a bit of a folder, and in the folder are just things that I've kind of collect throughout the weeks. So I will always have some newspaper with me, and that is purely because you can't be certain that a parent is going to have a wipe-proof mat for you to work on, especially if you're wanting to do things such as painting or anything that's going to get potentially their nice tablecloth or their nice furniture damaged. So this newspaper is useful because you can just pop it down and then the kids can work on that. Also in my folder I will just have some old magazines which potentially you can do some cuttings out of for the kids, and then different colour cards, pieces of different colour card, which you can pick up relatively inexpensively from a supermarket. I think there was like £1 for 20. Also some scraps of material which can come either from old clothes that you have ruined with bleach or something like that, or you've just picked up little bits of fabric in the house, some crepe paper, and then also different size envelopes are useful. They can be used or they can be new. I've got smaller ones here, and then just some white printer paper that you might use for university, your notes or anything like that. That's more card. So that's really useful, and from that you can pretty much make loads of things. I then also have some Tupperware pots which I tend to bring, and they're 2 Tupperware pots. One will have your general sticky basics, so like your glue, sellotape, scissors, some blue tack, and then some different colours of just poster paint. Obviously some paint brushes, but kids can do finger painting if you don't have a paintbrush. Some markers, and I just had these lying around the house which were just little stamps, but you can pick up little things like this from the shops, or you don't have to have that. And then in my other little container are bits and bobs that I've kind of collected through the house. So it's like old ribbon. I went on a walk and picked up some acorn caps, some old card that came out of a recycling box, some felt which was found in a box somewhere, polystyrene balls, some pom-poms which will be good to make a little nose or something like that, and then buttons. Lots and lots of different buttons are really useful because you can use buttons for anything. You can use buttons for eyes, you can use buttons for pretty pictures, and then some safety pins which you can make little badges and things like that with. So it's just things that I've kind of collected on walks, some feathers which are useful when you're going to a booking to just have some bits and bobs. And then I have a glue gun, but not everybody has a glue gun, and it's not everyone's expected to have a glue gun, but a glue gun is really good, especially if you're wanting something to dry quite quickly and you don't want to rely on the Pritt stick, which does take a lot longer, and also it's not always the strongest. And then also have a punch, a hole punch, and a staple. So that's quite a lot of things to take to a booking, but it does mean that when you arrive at a booking, you don't have to worry about the fact that the parents might not have everything there that you need. And by having all of this stuff in your bag, you can basically make anything super quick because you've got everything that you need, and then you can quickly just tidy it up, and the arts and crafts are done. And to be honest, the parents will be pretty amazed if you bring your own arts and crafts stuff, because they can see that you're prepared and you've planned ahead for what the booking is going to be like. And the kids will really love looking at new things that are coming out of your bag as opposed to what they already know is in the arts and crafts drawer at their parents' home. So I hope that's helpful for you in knowing what to take with to your babysitter booking. I mean, obviously, if you've only got a little bit of stuff, that's absolutely perfect. Always have with you some books as well, reading book, and maybe even like a dot-to-dot or a colouring in book, because that will also help you if any boredom strikes in. Well, I hope to see you soon, and thank you so much.